Hello, guys. Let's talk about age, generations, childhood, teenage, adult, and old age. In these generations, in this lifestyle, we see lots of people, old age people, adults, teenage, and their learnings is entirely different. Time to time changes because of the technology development, cultural development. Because of these things, we are separated from each other, but the learning is entirely different from each other. Old age people learned something different, and teenage people are learning entirely different. So we think there is a gap. There is no gap at all because the learning way of the learning may be different, but the thing is, everyone learns the same. The life process, the childhood, they begin to understand something what happening in their life around them. In the teenage, they begin to learn a good thing or bad thing equally, and they have to choose to learn good thing also. And in the adulthood, they entered 21 years of age. They have to forget. They have to forget the bad thing what they did. They have to concentrate on the good thing. And adults are processing their life, what they are doing right or wrong. And the old age people are learned, completely learned. The white hair, the gray hair on their head, beard, mustache. And at that time, they completely learned about what their life is. But in the teenage, their actions, activities is much more higher. But the old age is low because it is not the way that they can't, because there is nothing to hurry. That's the reason people are old age people are moving or doing something very slow because they've did, they've learned, they have memorized, they have gone through lots of things that teenage people doesn't understand or any centuries, this century or last century or coming centuries or even lots of years later, thousands of years before or thousands of years later, people always, the teenage people always a learning process. And the middle age, the adults, is that they are processing that they have learned right or wrong. That's the thing they are. And old age people are definitely, they're going to calm. They understand that they learned very well and they'll be very happy minded. Most of them nowadays not fulfill their life desire or something they wanted to do. The fear of death, most of the old age people, that where they are going, something like that. For that, they have to be in spiritual learning from the beginning itself. At the end, they'll be very, very happy for the death is that everyone is learning right. Nobody is learning right. But all the people are thinking that spirituality is something separate part. They have to live alone. Yes, they have to live alone by their mind, not physically. They can be together with the family. But if spirituality means they have to live alone somewhere else, in the jungles or mountain, that's not it. You have to grow yourself inside your mind. All the generations are something different kind of. If these generations are learning computer, mobile phone, all the technology, but the older people don't understand those things, it doesn't mean they are not developed. They are much more developed than the teenagers because they have reached the hard path of the life which no one could do that much struggles all over their life. They have reached 70 or 80. This is the task is impossible for everyone to reach that stage. The older people has now a different task, they have achieved it, right? The teenagers is learning now. The process is on, the good thing or bad thing. So while learning good or bad, and you have to catch the good thing in your mind and follow it at some point later. So the generations, the age may be different. 1, 2, 3 are numbers. The mind is the same. How many numbers you keep? 1 or 2 or 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. The numbers are different, but the thing is the mind always like a child. Even if they are grown one, the child, the mind is very childlike only. So the mind is always same. The numbers are different. The physical appearance are different. The learnings are different. But mind is always same. It is child from the beginning till the end. The generations, the development are the different things in the world, but in the mind wise, all the people are same. So in this topic, the age we grow from the child to old age, the process, the cells development, the generations, the growth of the bones, mind, body, the development of our surroundings, buildings, and technologies is time to time differentiates, and the mind never differentiates. Even if they are learned lots of things, even if they are spiritually higher, they are still child. It is a nature. That's it. Thank you guys.